gonna start streaming, test the stream out. Really wish you could test the stream before you started it, but whatever, YouTube, you do you. Alright, come on, laptop. I haven't played this in so long. My mouse feels really slow. I'm gonna go back, make sure all my options are right, because I just reinstalled the game. I'll turn that down a smidge. Everything's high. Alright. Okay. We're probably good. Except for I can't pull up my chat. Alright, 1 second. Darn you. There we go. Oh, come on now. I wasn't ready to start streaming. Come on. There we go. I'm hoping the sound's okay. Yeah, it's like the epic. Come on, YouTube. Holy crap, what is going on here? Sorry guys, I'm having some technical difficulties that I should have ironed out before I started. But I didn't realize there were going to be a problem. And they decided to rear their ugly heads as I was about to start the stream. You know. As is tradition. Oh my goodness. Should mute that. Holy crap, what is going on here? I've never in all my days. Not off to a good start. That's pretty standard Titan Quest on the channel, though. Titan Quest is never really... I'll be right back. Well, hopefully this is fixed when I get back. What's going on here? Okay, sorry, everything's falling apart. I don't know what's going on. My microphone's messing up. This game is... okay. Okay, we should be set now. I hope. I'm gonna start and see how it goes. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing...
You there, soldier! If you've come looking for rest and peace, you won't find it here.
Again, I'm not gonna listen to all this. The dialogue is so long in this game.
My poor horse.
I just think that it's worth
You saved my satyrs.
sitting there listening to all these people over and over again. Maybe my final playthrough when I go through the legendary difficulty. What's going on, Mepis? Long time no see, man. So I figured I'd use this opportunity to kind of give Titan Quest a fresh start on the channel, while playing on a harder difficulty, of course. But because I find, in my opinion, my Titan Quest Let's Play is the worst Let's Play on the channel. So I want to kind of give it a fresh start, but of course, when I tried to start the stream, everything fell apart. So,
Hello, strange. Our farmers are. We barely have men enough.
I don't know, maybe it's just not meant to be.
You can store your goods with me.
I forgot how to... Is that an easy way to sell? Oh no, this is storage. Never mind. I don't know if there's an easy way to do this or not. Can't remember all the darn controls. It's a whole relic vault. Gosh darn it.
So long.
Let me just sell everything.
Going out there, don't go unprepared. It is not safe. Buy what you
Start
need here.
fresh. Yeah, but I find that most of the builds in the game are at least viable, which is you know, a testament to the game, I guess. Not that it's the hardest ARPG I've ever played, despite what my fight against Typhon may have argued otherwise. Yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing is actually streaming a lot of the ARPGs. Because there's a lot of ARPGs that I want to play that I just haven't got around to playing yet.
Leave if you please turn back and save our
Final build, yeah, it's going to be basically what I'm doing currently. Where am I at? I don't remember all the darn... It's not C, S, there we go, skill. Basically what I've been doing, mostly focusing on passive abilities. I think I want to get... Where's it at? There was another ability over here that I... Where's it at? Is it Sacred Rage? Yeah. So remains active health remains low. I want that, of course, and then I'm going to get Reckless Offense. I'll probably get Frightening Power. Finish Tumult. Ardor. Yeah. Just a passive attacker, basically. I'm just going to keep ramping up my basic attacks. Yeah. I know some people like the flashy active abilities, but I'm fine with just passively swinging away. Charge in, swing, build up my momentum, and just keep swinging.
At harvest time, it was 3 nights ago.
Yeah. Flavor text. Yeah, there's so much dialogue in this game. One of these days I'll listen to all of it, but I think it's the only game that I've played through and I haven't listened to all the dialogue like that. It just takes so long. Like, it's an ARPG. Yeah, you're supposed to be constantly moving forward, hacking through hordes of enemies, but the game slows down so much when it comes to dialogue. It kills the momentum of the game. Yeah, I've refamiliarized myself with the game once again, just like I had to do every episode of the Let's Play that I did. Yeah, depends on the game, but yeah, a lot of them do miss the mark when it comes to sound. Sound oftentimes makes or breaks a game. What do I have here? Oh yeah, I forgot I had Ancestral Horn. I don't know, it doesn't really fit my build. But it's nice to have, to pull some of the heat off of my character. Yeah, and I think the screen shakes a little bit too, when I get like my dual wield attack off. Or maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, it shakes a little bit when I get a crit. Or no, it's not a crit, it's one of my special attacks. I feel like this might be a little too small, my HUD. Oh, I can make him bigger. Look at that. Make him really tiny. Yeah, there aren't a lot of Titans in the game. Plenty of Telkeens.
You defeated the Please bring word.
Of course I did.
If you've got to go out there, equip yourself properly.
I don't know why I have all these.
We shall see you again, I hope.
Hail, travelers!
Is there a way to shift all these to the relic vault? Probably not. We'll do it this way. Is there like an instantaneous transfer? No. I probably don't need to hold on to all of these, but... who's gonna stop me? So let me get rid of those. How's that in here? Well, this is fun. Welcome to Titan Quest, everybody. That's what happens when you don't manage your inventory properly through a like a year-long Let's Play. Things start to get a little out of hand. There we go.
Here I keep
So,
you.
what suits your fancy?
I think I wanted to remove this item. Or this, whatever the heck it's called. Gosh darn it. It's been so long since I played the game, I don't remember what anything's called. Or how to do anything. It's gonna be like another blind playthrough. I suspect, regardless, this playthrough will be a lot smoother than the last one. Last one was horrible. But yeah, I want to bring a bunch of ARPGs to the channel. So we'll go through Titan Quest again.
They jumped out at us and grabbed
I want to play through like Grim Dawn, Chaos Bane, Was it Vikings Wolves of Midgard? What's that other one? The Inquisitor Martyr? Things like that. Lords of Vulcan, or Wolson. And I don't know, I enjoy watching, I don't normally like streams. I don't watch a lot of streams in my free time. But I don't mind watching ARPG streams. I don't usually mod things for the channel. I try to keep it as inclusive as possible. And not everybody can mod. So I try to keep it, you know, make it more appealing to a wider audience. Only time I really mod games is if I need to make it work. Yeah, this is the downside of this build, is you have to run up to everything. Yeah, I had the rarity filter on. Because I reinstalled it. I'd say, no, hold on, I think it's M, right? Or N? Yeah, it's N. There we go. That's to get rid of all the whites. All the common gear. I think it's still estimated to come out in June of next year. So still a little ways off. It's still sooner than Cyberpunk, right? Oh, me too, man. I've been looking forward to that. Like, I haven't been that excited for a game in a long time. Y'all can run. But most caves are dead ends, so... Let me double check something real fast. I hit into... Hold on a second. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. So what does in do? Filter all magical. So if I do X, what does that do? Need to find a chest to really test it out.
A human face. Good fortune finds me even in the darkest
Cool.
places of
Alright,
Greece.
this should work.
I believed I was...
Actually, I picked up something else that I didn't want. Yeah, no, I've had... I mean, I'm not going to buy Cyberpunk when it comes out anyway. Like, I'm not even that worried about it. Honestly, I only remember hearing about it being delayed twice. I don't see what the big deal is. But, I don't know. People are setting themselves up for disappointment anyway, overhyping the game. But yeah, I don't... Release dates don't matter to me. They matter a little bit, because I schedule some of my Let's Plays around release dates. Not very often, but I'm not going to be upset if it gets delayed. I'll just find something else to play until it comes out again. It's not a big deal. So I'm not going to buy Cyberpunk until all the DLC and everything comes out for it. I don't see it. I don't know. It's gonna take me, I don't know, maybe an hour or so to get used to the game again. You know what? Actually, I think going forward, I am gonna listen to all the dialogue the NPCs have to say. Screw it. Right? I might leave it up to you guys.
Thank you. I was in a bit of a scrape there, I'll admit. Thank the god Hermes you came along.
Oh, this is just I think it just swaps my skill bar, doesn't it? Yeah. Between 1 and 2. Well, it's supposed to be I mean, it was heavily inspired by Diablo 2. It definitely comes from that era of games. This came out in what? I want to say 2002, right? Hold on. Let me look it up. "2006. I was off by 4 years. Yeah, a lot of people for Diablo 3, they've been asking to have like some of the mechanics, some of the stuff from like Titan Quest mixed with some of the stuff from Diablo 2. And I don't think Titan Quest ever got as big as it should have because it a lot of people were accusing it of being like a knockoff Diablo 2, which is what I thought it was when I was younger. That's why I never played it. Well, I didn't play it as much when I was younger. It's like, 'cause all my friends are playing Diablo 2. Why'd I play this? I actually think when this came out, I was playing
Traveler,
Diablo
please, you must assist
2 with my
me.
friends.
News of satyrs and evil.
What? That was a joke. Alright. These guys are making it a little too easy. Yeah, there's a bunch of ARPGs I want to play on the channel. I really enjoy ARPGs, and I don't play them as often as I should. There was a time in my life where that's all I played. Yeah, I feel like if you get too graphically intensive, there's like
I know it's dangerous. I would go after the beast like.
almost like a claymation look to it. I don't know. It looks a little wonky if they look too good. Which sounds a little contradictory, but yeah. And then there's you know, I don't mind slightly worse graphics. I don't mind like the older, grittier looking graphics. I mean, as long as it's fun, I don't really care. I think Diablo 3 is too cartoony. I think it got rid of that like that dark gothic appeal that was in like Diablo 2 and 1. See, I only played Path of Exile back when it either it was in beta or when it first was released. I don't remember. But I played it back in the day. Now, some people like the Flash. Some people want, you know, seizures while they're playing their action role-playing games. I had a hard time getting into Path of Exile. I played it for a bit. But it was just, I don't know. It was okay. I don't know if it's gotten better since I played it. It's been like a decade? When did it come out? Yeah, actually, I haven't played Grim Dawn. I have it, and I've been I kept up with the game before it came out because I was really excited about it. I just haven't got around to playing it yet because I want to do a let's play of it. But it might end up being a stream instead. So what I'll probably do is I'll play through this, and then I'll probably put a poll up and let people pick which ARPG I do next. But I want to beat this again on Epic, and then we'll probably shelve it for a bit before I play Legendary. See, yeah, I like the graphics for Baldur's Gate 2, and it's fun. I mean, the sprites I don't care as much about, but like the painted backgrounds, the painted static backgrounds. I'm a huge fan of that aesthetic. I think I have all the DLC for Grim Dawn. I think I bought them when they were on sale. I think my biggest concern with Grim Dawn is picking a class. There's a few that sound really good. I don't remember what they are now, but I remember I was going through the classes like, oh man, which ones do I pick? Darn it, I don't know where this is at. I'll have to return to that guy. Ah, I forgot about the backtrack in this game. And that is one thing I don't like about this game, is the backtracking for quests. I'm almost tempted not to even do it for this playthrough. All the way zoomed in. Yeah, I had a tendency of zooming out because it would always pause. I like to zoom in a little bit because I like watching my frontliners, my melee fighters fight. But I had to keep zooming back out because the whenever an enemy would die, and I had it set up so it paused when an enemy would die, it would select my backline fighter, or like my backline. MON, I think, is who it would default to each time. I'm not sure why I did that. So I had to be zoomed out so I could select my front line again and make sure they're attacking who they needed to attack.
The way is clear. Now I can make the journey to the
Yeah, for superior health potion, yeah, it's probably not worth it going back. Yeah, I'm gonna pick probably just like a straight up melee build. I'm pretty predictable when it comes to my class preference. I don't know where Theages is at. Or Theages. And again, backtracking in an ARPG, not a good design choice. Again, you're supposed to be constantly pushing forward, cutting through swaths of enemies, and if you're constantly running back to turn in these quests, it's just...
The Spartan army.
It slows it down too much. That's another reason why I don't like the dialogue in this game. Because it's just... Like, if it was text-based, sure. But it's voice-acted, so it takes longer. And then it scrolls up as well. It doesn't just give you the whole text box. It sits there and it scrolls, which is just a huge, huge turnoff. How am I going this way? That's just a dead end. That's right, Master of Tribes. All about the melee power. All reliable. Yeah, the Oathkeeper is one of the classes I was... Yeah, Soldier and Oathkeeper was one of the combinations I was looking at. I remember the Oathkeeper now. So I'm a huge fan of tanks. I didn't do a tank for this build. Normally I would have gone the Defensive Mastery. But I wanted to show off the Runic Mastery. Is that what it's called? Rune Mastery. And I'm hardly even using it anyway. So, there you go. Because Warfare and Defensive Mastery is a really strong combination in this game. Let's cut this guy down. I never used hunting, so I can't vouch for it. I did use Warfare and Nature at one point. But I only used one ability from the Nature skill tree, so... I guess you could argue that I didn't actually use Nature. Come on, cut him down. Keep misclicking. What am I stuck on? What? Didn't like that. The heck? Oh, yeah, I should probably look at the stuff I picked up. Do I have anything better? Probably not. I have some pretty decent gear. When I hear Lance, I think one-handed, but yeah, no. It is not. Yep, just gotta get used to playing the game again. I feel like everything's smaller than I remember it being. I can increase the size of it, but... I'm not gonna worry about it yet. Oh man, these guys are tearing me apart. Warden's Arm Guard. $184 armor. What do we got? Cold resist, pierce, 21 strength. I lose damage and attack speed. Yeah, no, not swapping that out. King Leoric. Not quite. No enemies in this game are going to drop a crown that give me a bonus to my experience gain. I have a little bit of lifesteal. Run! There we go. There's a struggle that I remember. There we go. Yeah, Don the Pawn, not the best name. I was thinking, you know, Don, obviously, and then I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking Dragon's Dogma when I made the character, so I don't know. I think I had started playing Jade Empire about when I started playing this. So I had Dawn of the Dawn. I was like, oh, I gotta have something besides just Dawn. But like I said earlier, my Titan Quest Let's Play is not my favorite. It's actually, I consider it the worst on the channel. And it all started with the naming of my character. Alright, I don't think I missed anything, did I? No. Come on. It's like I keep getting stuck on invisible stuff. I don't know what's going on. But it's a little annoying. Yeah, right? No, there's some really nasty archers in Immortal Throne.
General Leonidas.
Those jerks.
I tell you,
Those
Strange,
poison
I tell you the
archers.
Have your own artifact built to order. Apollo watch over you.
They are the worst.
Hold it there, Heath. Normally you'd be out of luck, but that...
Alright, fine.
I'm busy enough supplying the Spartans. Hurry, what do you want?
Oops, I mean to sell that. Eh, it doesn't matter. 90 to 118. No, not worth it.
Goodbye.
Magic equipment for sale. Goodbye.
There goes something like that. Okay. Also, I really like the design of this hammer. Like, the aesthetics in this game are really strong as well. I don't like my current armor. Like, my helmet looks really goofy. But, yeah, the game looks really good.
If I look worried, to be honest, it is not...
Yeah, I'll probably forget to do your side quest. Really. It's just the backtracking. Like, this is a game I think that where when you complete a side quest, it should just automatically complete it. Like when you get the item that you find that you need to get. Because like there's no markers on the map where these people are located, or it's a very tiny marker. No, actually, yeah, I think on the main map there's no markers. So you have to just remember where this person was at that you have to go back and talk to. Well, thank you. Wait, why is nothing popping up again? Did I hit something? I may have hit the wrong key earlier. It's just the next difficulty up, Daniel. So when you beat the game on normal, you unlock the epic difficulty, and then there's legendary after that. It's just like in Diablo, how you have like normal, nightmare, and hell difficulties. So yeah, basically new game plus. What does the 10 times mod do? Oh, is it like 10 times like the enemies and stuff? Oh, 10 times spawn. Okay, yeah. Never mind, I missed that comment. Yeah, that sounds like fun though. So that was one of my minor complaints about the game, is I feel like some of the enemy groups are a little too spread out. Another game I think would benefit from more spawns is Rage 2. Rage 2 just did not have enough enemies in the entire game, especially for all the powers and stuff that you get.
I will take you should be careful, young traveler.
Now, do I have to run all the way back and talk to that guy? I think I have to run all the way back and talk to the other guy. Yeah, so like you'd have to teleport back to camp.
Hippias is my name. I've trained as a...
Yeah. Let you say anything yet. Where's this jerk at? Then you have to run around and try and find the guy you need to turn the quest into. It's just... It slows down the game too much.
Old Hippias was the most feared one.
There we go. I mean, I guess so, but... I mean, I've got 2 weapons. I gotta swing them. Legend says that he actually wielded 3 weapons. No, I think I'm not going to focus as much on side quests. I might just like end up doing them all, but going back and trying to complete them later. I just like mindlessly running through and cutting down enemies. Hey, what's up, Ricodius? Welcome to the stream, man. Right, hold on, everybody. There we go. Oh, that was a joke. Applebear's Bracer. 166. What does it do? Plus 2 to eviscerate. I think I use that, don't I? Pretty sure it's one of these. I swore that I had eviscerate. Is it not even in this skill tree? Huh. Thought that it was. Let me double check that. 90% attack speed. It does give me more attack speed, but it lowers my damage. I have -3 pierce resist. Ugh. Better than -28, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep this. I don't need archers one-shotting me.
The Pelin Valley. Seek Leonidas in the...
Hey, you stop that. I could. I'm always concerned that I'm going to find equipment that I'm going to replace. I'm going to end up replacing immediately, which hasn't been the case in in recent memory. So yes, I could. I'm not worried about it yet. Once I get to Immortal Throne, I'll definitely prioritize that. I don't know which relic does that though, but I'm sure that I have it. I think I have at least one of every relic. Because they're jerks. Hasn't he ever seen the Stephen King movie? It might be too young for that. Peanut butter and birdseed. That sounds miserable. I was covered in peanut butter earlier today. I was making a peanut butter and banana sandwich and things got a little out of hand. Well, I didn't clean off the knife after I applied the peanut butter to the bread, and so I was cutting the peanut butter or the banana, and I do it in my hand, and I forgot there was peanut butter on there, and I grabbed the part of the banana that had peanut butter on it and got it all over my hand. I mean, it's not as bad as I'm making it sound, but it was still worse than it should have been. I missed your comment. Kylum or Silum? Well, being a barbarian is a hobby, an accountant is a career. So he funds his barbarian lifestyle through his accounting career. But accounting doesn't fulfill him like being a barbarian does. Which creates a rift between him and his wife when he gets home from work, because he's not happy. He's not happy being an accountant. He wants to be a barbarian. He's tired of pretending. Also, my voice sounds a little funny. My throat's a little sore. I've been doing a ton of talking lately, and so, I don't know, it feels like my voice is constantly trying to crack. Also, let me know if this sounds okay. I didn't get a chance to test it before I started streaming. Which doesn't help that YouTube got rid of your ability to test your stream before you start streaming, so that's not entirely my fault. Bug Snacks, is it Christopher Odd? I watch Christopher Odd on occasion. He's not an everyday watch for me, but I did watch his Bug Snacks videos. Well, good. I'm glad I got it right on the first try. Oh boy. Now we can hold our own. It's not too many archers, so. Yeah, I keep hearing that too, man. I don't know what that is. It's weird. Maybe my microphone is haunted. Yeah, spears are pierced as well. Oh yeah, they're using spears, aren't they? Well, I think I have a chance to dodge melee attacks, so I'm not as worried about it, right? Isn't this dodge ability strictly melee? No, it's all attacks. Never mind. Alright, well. Basically a 1 in 4 chance to dodge an attack. No, the rune tree does not have lifesteal. I can go over the rune tree real fast because I know it's the newest tree in the game. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if there's any enemies that have immunities in this game. Yeah, you have rune weapon, which I think is based off your intelligence. That's why I don't use it. I was using it when I first started my Let's Play, and then I decided not to because it requires the intelligence investment to be the most useful. The rune mastery does really well with other elemental trees, like storm and stuff like that. Magical charge just enhances your rune weapon. Energy drain. You leech energy, not lifesteal though. 80% weapon-based damage becomes elemental. Sacred Rage is good when you drop to low health. It gives you all those bonuses. Fighting Power enhances that. Reckless Offense, 4% chance to be used, plus 100% damage. Energy Armor. Wait, hold on. No, this is it. Yeah. This is still Energy Absorption, not Lifesteal. Rune Storm, Burn, Explode, Feather, Thunderstrike, Unleash, Seal of Fate, Aftershock, Rune Field, Freezing Minds, Runic Minds, Rune of Life. No, that just enhances you. It's just a buff. And then Menhir Wall and Guardian Stones. Yeah, no lifesteal. It's basically a magic attack tree. Yeah, if I had lifesteal, that would have been one of my priorities for the build. Yeah, actually, it probably would be a bad idea for me to go over everything for myself real fast, so remember what I do. Weapon training, dual wield, hue. I always find it interesting that dual wield worked differently in this game. Basically, it's a percent chance to be used as opposed to just automatically swinging both weapons. So right now I have a 24% chance. So 1 in 4 attacks, I use both weapons. So Tumult is that spin attack that I do where I attack in an arc around me and it stuns all enemies around me. Crosscut is the one where you see me swing both my weapons in like a crosscut pattern. Hue, that's the one where I strike with both weapons overhead. It looks like a critical hit. Counterattack, I don't know if there's an animation for that. I'm going to assume that there's not. Crushing Blow, chance for attacks to cause bonus damage while in Battle Rage. Don't know if there's an animation for that either. No, that's the one that arcs from overhead. So I don't know what Hue looks like then. Maybe that and Crosscut share an animation, I'm not sure. Battle Rage, extra damage, extra offensive ability. Triumph, well, I guess just start down here. Dodge attacks, pretty obvious. Battle Standard is what I throw in the ground. Triumph, debuffs enemies, so Battle Standard buffs me in this little circle here. And then Triumph debuffs enemies. Onslaught, 64% physical damage, plus 96% increase in projectile speed. I don't use projectiles. So yeah, Battle Rage has a percent chance of activating. Onslaught is the aura you see around me automatically whenever I start combat, or whenever I hit somebody. This is a debuff. Hamstring is a debuff to enemies while I have Onslaught active. Ignore pain. Just a bunch of resistance. I have 16% pierce resist. And physical. Weird that I have negative pierce resist when my kit has it automatically in the in the skill tree. Ardor, movement speed, and attack speed. And then obviously Ancestral Horn, I summon those 3 warriors. Yeah, I'm not going to focus on that as much. I mean, if I get it, it's nice, but I'm going to focus more on attack damage. I know there's an argument to be made where I should focus more on attack speed than attack damage. Really, I mean, there's a DPS counter. Like, I don't have to actually pay that much attention to it. It tells me my DPS here, so. The game takes all the work out of it for me. Yeah, so that's Onslaught that's around me right now. That yellow circle. And that's Battle Rage active now, which is the bigger aura. No, wait, no, that's still Onslaught. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can see Battle Rage, but I think Onslaught is more prominent, so you can't
hold anymore.
It's harder to see. Oh man. Where's the merchant at? Oh, down here.
No loitering, please. Buy something or move on.
I should probably check some. Probably not gonna find anything better yet. We're still in Act 1.
Goodbye.
Little classical, yeah. Oh, there's that frame drop there. Also, why did enemies spawn here when I... Did they come from another room? Did I aggro them from another room when I was in here previously? Hey, stop that. Yeah, I almost decided to stream Mutant Year Zero instead and do the Iron Mutant mode. So I tried streaming that once before, back when I still tried to stream on Twitch, and I never completed it. I think I made it about halfway through the game. But I had an itch to play ARPG, and this has been requested. People wanted to see the epic. Want to see me play through the epic difficulty. And legendary, but... I think those are just people that want to see me fight Typhon again. Yeah, well, I mean, I deserve it for that Typhon episode. That was not my proudest moment. Or moments, I guess. It was about an hour long. I've said it twice and I'll say it a third time. My Titan Quest Let's Play is the worst Let's Play on my channel. So, you know, the worst part is it did well. When Atlantis was released for the game, I think, shoot, how many? I think it got like 30,000 views or something. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure that it ended up getting like 30,000 views. I'm like, shoot, everybody's gonna see that. That's how they're gonna be introduced to the channel. But that's not good. Let's see. Videos most popular. Oh, okay, it's only 18,000 views. I gotta mix up with a different Let's Play. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you so far then, because I haven't died yet. And I don't plan on dying either. I have a firmer understanding of the game than I did last time I played. God, I love this round of mastery with this build. I like broccoli, so I mean that's... I think most people like broccoli, they just haven't had it made properly. So I think if you roast broccoli, put some like olive oil on it, put it in a pan, throw it in the oven, roast it at 400 for, I don't know, 15 minutes? Might be a little long, maybe 10 minutes. It turns out really good. I might be getting asparagus and broccoli mixed up in the temperature and length. Wasn't expecting that when I walked in here. Sucker. I don't think he appears on regular difficulty. I think he's a, I got an achievement for that. What if that's an epic only monster? There's some monsters that only appear on the higher difficulties. And at certain times of day, whether it's day or night. Oh wow. Take a second to look at all that equipment. Did I clear out the cave? Yeah, that's one of the highlights of this game. All right, we got a Pythagorean medallion. Some pierce resist, defensive and offensive ability, 17 less energy reserved. 75 energy, 145 health, 15 dexterity, 14 intelligence, 17 strength. Poison resist, which is another weak spot. 20% elemental resist across the board. Yeah, that's an upgrade. Now, the Sunwheel Brooch is really good because it gives me the Warhorn activation upon taking melee damage. That stuns all the enemies around me. But I think this is still better for my build, so we're going to rock with this. I don't know, having that free ability, though, is pretty valuable. Can't even see these enemies. Blend right into the ground.
The water by our village has gone foul.
You can't, like, walk away from those guys. It's dumb. Alright, is that a merchant? Hey, you're a merchant.
I used to sell plows and scythes to farmers, but since the monsters, it's been swords and shields, greaves and spears.
More armor, but it's hard to justify Well,
God smile on you.
let's see, does it increase my damage? Increases my average damage. It reduces my DPS. Should I focus more on increasing average damage, or should I focus on DPS? I guess DPS would be more consistent, so I should probably just keep it like that. And I get more attack speed this way as well, which allows me to ramp up my
Good day.
onslaught and stuff faster. Okay, so I think I'll keep it like that.
Farewell.
Hey, what's going on, Edis? Or Adas? See, I need to go this way, I think. Resist, and then your damage doesn't matter as much. Are you saying I should focus on my resistances? Oh, actually, I have positive piercing now. Vitality resist is a little lackluster. That's gonna make those one demons a pain to deal with. But they're the only ones I can remember having lifesteal. Yeah. No, I agree. I should prioritize a little more. But I'm so lazy. I don't want to sit there and try and optimize my numbers. I just want to run around and kill stuff. I'll get around to it eventually. Maybe after my first death, I'll start slapping some stuff on. I'll get around to it. Probably. I shouldn't make any promises. Because I might forget by next week. And as soon as I apply one of those...
If the spiders are not destroyed, I will grow.
I'm going to find equipment that's better than what I have equipped. I just know it. Which might be a good thing, because I'm tired of this goofy helmet. There's, oh, what games do that? Frickin' Dragon Quest does that crap. Dragon Quest, if you have a chance to resist magic, you can resist your own, like, magical healing from your party. I don't remember which spell it is. I don't remember if it's Reflect or, I don't remember the name of the spell, but there's a spell in Dragon Quest where you can apply it to your party and there's a chance that it will make your character resist the heal. I believe it's a percent chance, like it's not guaranteed. Let me zoom around. I am flying. I think I was the one that took out the boss. I think it was... Wait. Oh, it wasn't a boss. It was the quest monster. Never mind. So the poison effect on this weapon does as much damage as does more damage than my hammer does over the course of 3 seconds. But I get a chance of stun. 2 separate chances at stun with my hammer. Slow their movement speed, some fire damage. Grant skill, stop machine. Can I see where that skill is located? Like, can I... Petrifies. Plus what percent? Plus 10,000% damage to devices. That's a little absurd, right? I don't know, I feel like this might be better. I mean, I definitely prefer the way the hammer looks. But I think the I guess it's a sword, not a dagger. It looks like a dagger in the art. But that's definitely like a sword. Oh no, that's a huge damage difference. Yeah, my average damage goes down, but my damage per second goes up significantly. Oh wait, that's if I replace the star. If I do this, it goes down. Do that, it goes back up. Here it goes up. This has a chance to stun as well. I like my stun chance. I don't know what to take. I think I'll keep using the stun. I like having the stun. I don't know. I assume some bosses are immune to stun, but I don't know if there's any other enemies that have like immunity to stun across the board. Again, I don't know if this game even has any immune enemies. I'll take a gander. Do we have anything better? More armor. Third damage to demons. Let's see. That's 60% strength plus 13 dexterity, 7% health. Nope, this makes me weaker across the board. Well, shoot. I was pretty excited about that helmet because it looked much better. Also, let me do that. Because it looks better.
You have cleansed the port. Thank you, stranger.
I cleared out over there. Alright, just gotta go forward.
Those shields are quite sturdy. God smile on you.
I think X is the right one. It's probably just find which hotkey triggers or activates the filter that I want and disable the rest of them. Yeah, I plan on playing Grim Dawn as well. It's a game that I kept up with before it was even released, and it's one that I look forward to playing eventually. I think going forward, I might interchange between like 4X games and ARPGs. So I haven't played any 4X games or like any grand strategy games on the channel, and I would really like to. But I think they're better to stream than they are to Let's Play, because with Let's Plays, I don't know, I'd have a hard time finding a stopping point in a turn-based game like that. And also, I really like ARPGs, I don't play them enough either. I think it's because when I played Titan Quest, which was the first ARPG I played on the channel, it put a bad taste in my mouth because I didn't like how I handled it. Which is my own fault. I mean, it's not the game's fault, so I shouldn't hate or, you know, put ARPGs on the back burner because of my poor decision making. But yeah, I do plan on incorporating more ARPGs into the channel. I'm going to start streaming them. So after this one, we'll move into maybe Grim Dawn, maybe a different one, like Chaos Bane, which I haven't heard good things about, so maybe Inquisitor instead. The 40k ARPG. But we will see. I'm not gonna make any decisions yet, because I'll pick based on what I'm feeling at the time. I don't know, from what I saw, Inquisitor looks pretty good. I might be misremembering because it's been a while since I watched any gameplay from it, but I didn't look bad. Chaos Bane looked pretty mediocre, and again, I've heard bad things across the board about it, so... Or I guess mediocre things about it. Oh, also Torchlight. Torchlight 3 came out, or is coming out? I don't remember. So Torchlight is another series I could play. Give me these little frame skips. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so it is already out. Yeah, I didn't remember if it had come out or if it was like an early access thing that... Because I know people have been playing it, but I don't know if it was like... You know, the review copies and like, you know, some content creators get access to games early. I'm not that big yet. People don't want me to play their games and make it look bad. Granted, I'm also not emailing them. I used to email developers to get early access to games. One of them put me on their list, but their game hasn't been released yet, so... At this point, I'm not sure if it's going to. Which sucks, because it looked really good. I need to check up on the development for that game. See where they're at. Yeah, no, I'm excited to play Grim Dawn. Like, I know I'm going to enjoy Grim Dawn. 100%. But I don't know if that's going to be the next one that I play or not. But yeah, what I might do, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle the schedule yet, but what I might do is do like an ARPG playthrough on stream, and then do like a 4X or Grand Strategy game playthrough on stream, like, you know, Total War or something. And then swap back to ARPG. You know, just mix it up. Because there's a lot of games I want to play that I don't think make for good Let's Plays. Because I'm awful at time management. Even games that make for good Let's Plays, I'm awful at time management, so I don't want to put myself in that predicament. Didn't even drop anything. A waste. Yeah, I try to keep things mixed up. That's why I always have like 2 Let's Plays going. So if, you know, someone doesn't like one of the Let's Plays, they can watch the other one. Try to keep the audience engaged. Which hasn't been working, because everything is down this month. Views and everything are down. By like 20,000. It's a significant drop-off. Because I was sitting at about 110,000 views per month, and it dropped down to like 86,000. Still really good. I mean, I'm still very happy about it. Don't misunderstand me. But YouTube doesn't do a good job of showcasing that you're still doing a good job, because they give you a bunch of red arrows when all your stuff goes down like that. I'm like, oh man. Yeah, who'd you watch play it? Was it Christopher Odd? He's one of the few larger Let's Players that I watch. Because there's not very many large Let's Players that I'll watch. But he is one of the few. Him and some of Fighting Cowboys stuff. Not all of it. I try not to watch stuff that I know I'm going to play on my channel. Oh, the completionist, okay. I don't watch his stuff. I have in the past, but I'm not drawn to his personality. I'm very picky about my Let's Plays. Or playthroughs, whatever. For bug snacks? I mean, if you want to get a PS5, you know, go for it, but not for bug snacks. Hey, leveled up. Fantastic. Wasn't even looking at my experience bar this whole time. Yeah, $5 for bug stacks. And Miles Morales. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. So I think should probably get a little bit of health. Alright, let's get that. I think all these are maxed out, right? Yeah. Looks like it across the board. Oh, no, that's not. That's right, because I have +1 to my skills. Now it's maxed out. Yeah. It does. Looks a lot better than the one I played back in the day. Now, granted, the one I played back in the day, there was a cheat code where you could play as the Green Goblin and zip around the city, and it didn't just change the skin, you actually played as the Green Goblin. You could ride on his board and use all of his abilities. It was really cool. Yeah, I wish they were releasing it for PC. I mean, I know they're eventually going to release it for PC, but the fact they made it a PlayStation exclusive makes me so mad. Like, come on, man. All the Dark Souls games are on PC. Why not just release Demon Souls for PC? Why not release, Bloodborne for PC?
Greetings.
You'd make a killing doing it. Oh, whoops. Just put it on PC. I feel like we're transcending the whole, exclusivity era. I know people still want to do it to,
Bye.
We've got troubles. The dead raise their hand. Why these monsters came?
I would never buy a console
Welcome. A fine
for an
warrior
exclusive
like yourself.
title.
I'm
I've never done it.
sure
I never
that's
will.
just what you're
It's just,
looking
it's silly to me. Actually, the only reason I bought consoles in the first place is because my friends had them, and I would play games with them.
Storage for the burdened traveler.
And when I was in the
Your goods
military,
are
I wasn't
safe
going
with me.
to have a desktop in the barracks. So it's better to have a console because it was cheaper. And
The truth is, we washed ashore in an alcove.
I wasn't as worried about a console getting broken or stolen. Yeah, I'm not buying a PS5 either.
Monsters are rampaging all over. The Oracle.
No, it'll come out for PC eventually, and I'll play it when it comes out for PC. Because Demon Souls is my favorite of the Souls franchise, and I was really looking forward to the remaster or remake.
Everyone's talking of
And then they did that. They did me dirty. Because they initially announced it was going to be released for PC. And I was like, heck yeah, man. I'm going to play that on release day. It's going to be a good time. And then they're like, oh, psych. That's cool, man. So now I might not even buy it. I'll talk with my wallet. Yeah, everything for PC. Why not? I mean, everything's made on a PC. Just make everything for PC. Like, even EA is, like, stopping their exclusivity stuff. They're moving their games from Origin to Steam and stuff. I mean, come on. Be a bro. Because every time a developer decides to move their stuff to PC when it wasn't on there before, it always sells well. And I think most of the time they hold off on it so that there's a bunch of hype around the PC port. And I think they think some people are going to buy the game twice, and they will. Some people will buy the game twice. They'll buy it for the console, and they'll buy it for the PC. And that's dirty. Don't do that to people. Yeah, I didn't really use Origin. I only have four games on Origin. I have all the Dragon Ages, and I have Kingdoms of Amalur, the original. Nice, it's Morak. Actually, the requirements for Cyberpunk aren't that severe. They want it so that, you know, people even with like dated systems can still run it. I think there's merits to both the workshop and Nexus, but I know there's people on both sides who are like, oh, this side's better, but I don't know. I mean, whatever you prefer. I'm never going to judge someone for how they decide to use their mods. I think Steam Workshop is easier because it's right there. I already have the game there, you know, then Steam Workshop is right there. It's a matter of convenience. I'm a mod DB guy myself, so. I can say that I've used more mods from ModDB than any other platform. It's a Titan Quest. It's from 2006. I have a Let's Play of it on the channel. Don't recommend the Let's Play. We're starting fresh. Semi-fresh, because it is New Game Plus. But, it's a spiritual successor to Diablo 2. Well, I wouldn't say successor. It's in the same vein as Diablo 2. It built off Diablo 2's legacy. Or he's trying to pursue it, I guess. I don't know. Because I wouldn't say this is what Diablo 3 should have been, because it's more parallel to Diablo 2 than it is, you know, ahead of it. So. Yeah, I don't either. I like convenience, simplicity. I like simplicity in life and my games and mods. No, I mean I'm not an expert on mods. I mean I can't, you know, my opinion might be a little uneducated compared to some of the hardcore modders out there. Well, yeah, when I say I like things to work simply, I don't mind complexity. I like problem solving, I like puzzle solving, I like troubleshooting. Like, I love when I try and launch an old game and it doesn't work, and I have to figure out how to get it to work. Like, the first Metro game, when I played the Redux on my channel, I spent like 14 hours trying to solve a problem. And I had a blast doing it. Like, I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't enjoying doing it, you know? I'd have just, you know, called it quits. Like, well, I can't fix it. 14 hours, so I could have a smooth Let's Play for the game. And, it didn't work out. I ended up having to brute force my way through that segment of the game. But, I had fun trying to solve the issue. I feel like I learned a lot about the game. It's a very, very niche knowledge, but it, you know, I have it now. That's another thing I like to do. I like to take other people's problems with games, because I'm pretty active on the old Reddit, on some like the smaller gaming subreddits that I frequent. Oftentimes, I'm the only person that's actually active on these subreddits. There's some pretty small games. And I like helping people solve their problems. I should be doing schoolwork instead, but sadly my schoolwork doesn't really require a lot of problem solving. It's mostly research. I'm sorry, my hammer one-shots these things. Devices have no chance. No, I've not played Grim Dawn before, but I do own it. It's one of those games that I kept up with prior to release and, you know, since release. But I just haven't got around to playing it because I wanted to do a Let's Play of it. So it's been postponed many, many times. Yeah, Grim Dawn has a really appealing aesthetic as well. I really like Grim Dawn's style. There's another quest I have to backtrack for. Yeah, I'm not gonna backtrack. Sorry, side quests.
You can't carry anymore.
Again, I might go back. Well, if I can find them while I go back to town to sell stuff. Okay. Who do I need to talk to? Autolycus.
So the skeletons will in future times?
Yeah. Wait. Merchant.
A buckler and a sturdy club. That's what you're looking for. Am I right? Nothing else?
Sword and shield?
Yes, a good day.
Well, in my defense, you can only play as humans in this game. I saw... Hector, which comment? I saw... The only one I saw was sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That's the last one before that comment. And then before that, you asked Matthew how he was. So yeah, I think I may have automatically deleted. Am I sleeping any better? I mean, I don't sleep a lot, but I sleep okay, I guess. Minimal hours, so I can get up early enough to upload my Let's Plays and stuff like that. But yeah, since Mrs. Bring It Dawn came back from out of town, yeah, sleeping pretty good. I did not watch it, but I know that it was kind of an experiment. They wanted to see how big it would get after a year without any self-advertisement. It was all just like word-of-mouth stuff. And then they deleted it. Pretty neat. Reminds me of that movie. Shoot, what's his name? What's this guy's name? I can never remember it. John Malkovich. John Malkovich was in a movie that they made the movie, but it's not going to be released for like 100 years or something after it was made. It's like a big art project. Reminds me a little bit of that. Oh, you're talking to Matthew. Okay, I didn't miss a comment. We were talking to Matthew. Got it. Got it. Oh yeah, this guy. I remember that guy used to be a threat. Ha! Not anymore, sucker. Oh, is it called 100 Years? Okay. Yeah, I remember reading about it, but I never followed up on it. I'm gonna steal a sheep, alright. Well, I won't. Nobody will steal a sheep. November 18th, 2115. Well, let's hope we make it there. Related to my career? Yeah, you can ask me something about my career. I don't really have one right now, but yeah, go ahead. Feel free to ask me any question. If I don't want to answer it, I just won't. If I don't like the question, then I'm going to permanently ban you from the channel. That was a joke. I don't know if that came across like that. Sorry. My voice is tired. But I have blocked people from the channel before. Not very many, but there were people spamming. Mostly bots. It's mostly bots that I've blocked from the channel. Oh yeah, I got a weird comment. So I don't get a lot of hateful comments on the channel, which is, you know, pretty awesome. It's a testament to the channel, I like to think. But yeah, there's a guy, he posted a comment, he's like, "You're a C word." I'm not going to say the C word on stream. So, you know, I try not to curse in my content. But yeah, he's just, "You're a C word, period." I went to respond to it, because I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make light of the comment. I was gonna say that's a weird way to spell, you know, the greatest Let's Player you've ever had the pleasure of watching, or something like that. But he deleted it, so I wonder if he may have posted it on the wrong channel. Oh yeah, I was really tired last week. Yeah, I'm a little better today. Still I feel a little groggy, but I had a weird sleep today, but it doesn't mean I'm sleeping bad. But thanks for asking, man. I'm glad you're concerned. Yeah, you can ask me about the military, sure. Those are some really good guesses, but no, none of those. It's a very common word in Australia. How about that? And sorry if that's an incorrect stereotype to any Australians in the chat. But from the 2 Australians I've spoken to, they seem like a pretty commonplace word. Yeah, kangaroo and cranberry juice. Yeah, cool cat period. That's what it was. It was so out of place. It's like I've had some, you know, comments before, but they had like substance to it. Like they were responding to something in a video or to a video in general. But that guy just came in, dropped a sentence, and then deleted it. Which, by the way, if you post a comment, I see the comment no matter what. Even if you delete it afterwards, I still get to see that comment. I just can't respond to it. And I'm wondering if that guy knew that, and he posted that comment knowing that I would see it, and then deleted it so I couldn't respond to it. Which again, I wasn't gonna, you know, argue with him, I was just gonna make a joke. Because that's what I do with a lot of the comments, I try to make light of it. And it usually works. Sometimes they even apologize for their comment. It wasn't even, I don't think it was in my Baldur's Gate Let's Play. What was it? Oh, I think it was Baldur's Gate, actually. Or maybe, no, I think maybe it may have been Adam RPG. Guillotine. I don't say guillotine. Or guillotine. I say words however I want, okay? Words are made up. I can make up how to pronounce them. I never did that. I was never on the ocean, so I couldn't tell you. That's outside my area of expertise. I stayed on a ship for a couple of days, but I'm not... I can't give you the information you're after. So you're saying it's guillotine, right? Guillotine or guillotini? Yeah, if I could answer your question, I mean I could BS my way through it, but no, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I never did anything like that. 90% of my career in the military, I was troubleshooting aircraft. That's what I did. This is not you know, it's not the glorious romanticized military MOS people think of, but I will say this: I did a lot more than the grunts I deployed with. If there's any groundside guys in the chat or that ever see this, I'm calling you out. I deployed twice, so I spent a year overseas, and for 16 hours a day, I'd be on the flight line troubleshooting, working, and the heat and the cold because I deployed in the winter and the summer. So I had, you know, all the extremes in the desert. And the grunts stayed in their tent and they slept. While I was out there working 16 hours a day. And then one of them had the audacity on the flight back to call me out. I was like, at least I'm not air wing. I'm like, well, at least, you know, I worked for a living. I didn't sleep in a tent for 6 months. I clocked in over 3,000 maintenance hours each deployment. I think one of them actually signed off like 4,200 maintenance hours. So I know who's doing all the work on deployment. Don't you worry. I mean, granted, now, yeah, if it's a more active conflict, they have more to do. Absolutely. But I wouldn't have even said anything about it if that one guy didn't try to call me out. I was like, hey man. I don't know. It always seems to be very one-sided. I mean, there's always like a competition between ground and air wing. Then everybody makes fun of the S shops. So if you're an admin, joke's on you. But admin actually has it the easiest. Like, there's a lot of room to get promoted. A lot of, you don't have to work hard. Like, they probably don't get they don't have to get disability when they get out, you know? Like, their body's not going to suffer for the rest of their lives like the rest of us. But no, while I will say, I think ground side has it harder for shorter stints. Air wing, it's the same consistent difficulty throughout the entire thing. Like, even when we're back in the States, we're working like 12-hour, 16-hour days. Like, it doesn't change on deployment. It's the same thing day in, day out. My squadron was special in that on Fridays, when you saw the other squadrons going home early, we were still out on the flight line working. Coming in on Saturdays. Like, I put my hours in. Like, the government got more than their fair share out of me. Yes, before they put the floodlights in Edis, it was really nice in the desert being able to see the stars like that. Now, granted, where I live, I can see the stars pretty well as well, but not as good as in the desert. There's very little light pollution out where we were at initially, but then they put a bunch of floodlights around the flight line so we could see what we were doing, and then you couldn't see them as well. We actually used the constellation Orion to tell what time it was at night. Pretty cool. I actually recently wrote a paper about it, because I'm taking nature writing this semester. And I wrote about being able to see, like, the nature in the desert. Now, 1 second, I know I'm behind by a few comments. Let me kill these guys and I'll take a second to respond, everybody. No, I'm not a shattered husk of a man. Nope. I mean, my immediate leadership got us food a couple of times when we came on Saturdays. No, oftentimes I think we did get like food for the squadron occasionally, but my shop specifically, avionics, we were never in the shop. So when stuff like that happened, we usually missed out on food and stuff. We didn't get any of that special treatment like the other shops did. Because the aircraft I worked on, it's like 95% avionics. And even if something else is wrong with the aircraft, avionics usually goes out there and troubleshoots first. And then tells another shop to go out there and replace the part that needs to be replaced. But a lot of the parts are also avionics' responsibility, so more often than not, we're also out there replacing the part that we troubleshot it down to. Oh man. Oh, no. This guy. I remember this guy. Oh wait, it wasn't this guy. I thought that was a Centaur boss. I mean, it probably got down to like 20, less than 20 some nights, but it was also really windy because we're in the desert, so there's not a lot of like landmarks breaking up the wind. And then with my job, oftentimes we're working in like really small spaces, so we're not moving around a lot, so you lose your body heat really fast and it gets even colder. But during the day, it wasn't too bad. It was only at night that it got really bad. And then I was on the midnight to noon shift, so all the heat had drained out of the asphalt of the flight line and everything by that point. So it was even colder than if you were on the afternoon shift, the noon to midnight shift. Because right before the dawn, right before the sunrise is when it's the coldest. That was miserable. But it still beats the summer, because in the summer it got, I want to say it was average over 100 a lot of the days. I think the hottest it got was 134, but it was so hot out, like the tools and stuff we were using, and like even in the aircraft when we had to touch things, like it would blister our skin. Which is saying something, because we oftentimes worked inside like the hot aircraft after they had done finished flying it or whatever, or had turned it up, spun it up. So we're used to working in the heat, but it's still miserable. No, Fahrenheit. Sorry. I'm an American, I use the Imperial system. Most of the time. Guess so. I think it's the heat isn't as intolerable in low humidity. So like, because I would rather be in the desert in the summer than I would be in Florida during the summer. So, because I was in Florida for the summer, and that's the worst experience of my life. I stand by that. Because in the desert, your sweat does a good job of cooling you off in low humidity, where and like a breeze will cool you off. If you're in a very humid environment, you're not cooling off. You're gonna be hot the rest of the day. You step outside the shower, you're immediately sweating, and that's it for the rest of the day. That's how you're gonna be all day. That's why we have a geologist in the house, yeah. Teach us. Yeah, and that's the thing about the desert too. Like, while it was hot and we were sweating like non-stop, it was still, you know, it wasn't intolerable. There were a couple days though. A couple of rough days. Because again, you're also tired because you're working every day. But it's yeah, it's not that bad. Outside of the, you know, the blistering tools and stuff. And then when they had us do formations in the desert. I hated that. Formations on deployment. And one guy fell out of the formation. He passed out. I think one guy was hospitalized because all I did was drink Monster energy drinks. So he was obviously dehydrated.
Hello there. Farewell.
Tell Waffle House. I've never been to a Waffle House that I wanted to spend more than 10 minutes inside of. Yeah, negative 7 degrees Celsius sounds much worse. But yeah, the wind didn't help. I think it was windiest in the fall, though, which felt really nice. Even during the day in the winter, like it was nice, actually. Best time to go or be in the desert is during the winter, during the day. Like right as the sun's coming up. Or as the sun has already crested. Don't you let me die. Better not die. Drawing too much aggro. Gotta go back and finish these guys off. Come here. Never played Death Stranding. Watched a little bit of gameplay, but it wasn't. I don't think it makes for good watching material. I like to think that he just pours it on his body. He just drenches himself in the potion. He's not drinking it. He's just smashing it on his chest and rubbing it in. Sounds like someone is throwing pennies in the pool. Jesus. Oh.
A gentle greeting. You see, I know has not come out.
Yeah, I didn't drink any coffee in the summer. I did have coffee on the winter deployment. If we didn't have any creamer or anything, I don't use a lot of creamer anyway, but I'd put like hot chocolate packets in my coffee. And then I actually knocked my thermos off. One of my sergeant actually bought me a thermos. Me and like, a couple of other guys, and I knocked off the back of the darn tug, and it shattered. Broke my heart. Never played Resident Evil 7, but sure. Oh no, never mind. I haven't played 7, but I did watch a Let's Play of it. I thought you were talking about 6. I hated 6. I did. It just added something. We didn't have another way to drink the hot chocolate anyway, so I just put it in there. Because you get quite a few care packages on deployment, and so we get a lot of hot chocolate. I figured, you know, why not just put it in the coffee? Mix it up a little bit. But I really like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's one of my vices. Hot chocolate and ice cream. Actually, I had hot chocolate tonight with whipped cream. Yeah, I briefly played Resident Evil 6, and it felt too actiony. I was like, you know, even Resident Evil 5 started straying really far away from like the Resident Evil survival horror.
My book, can you guess how old I am?
5, oh yeah, attribute points. Let's take care of this guy. Sucker. But yeah, 6, it was just like, I don't know. Almost like anime levels of action. It didn't feel right to play. I don't know how fresh it was. We do have a place in my hometown that makes their own ice cream. But I don't know how like far in advance they do it.
Everywhere across Greece.
But it's really good ice cream. Gotta hand it to him.
A blacksmith of Returmerus is gifted.
Oh, you liked Resident Evil 6 in my previous Titan Quests Let's Play.
I see you've traveled a long road, stranger.
But if you got a particular taste, I'll give it to you.
I might have something to suit your needs.
I won't say that it's good taste, but you definitely have some sort of taste.
Farewell. I was on my way. I lost my possessions, but I kept my life. I would call that a fair trade.
I think you need to actually add an extra T into those, Hector, unless you're calling Matthew a cutie, which I know ends in IE, but still looks like you're calling him cute. Oh man, that's a lot of harpies. Get out of here, you harpies. Yeah. Not handsome. Cute. Yeah, I really liked Resident Evil 4. I think Resident Evil 4 is my favorite of the new Resident Evils, which is where I think the new Resident Evil started. And Resident Evil 2 is my favorite of the original. I have a hard time categorizing them. But I will say I think Resident Evil 4 is my favorite Resident Evil game of all time, because I've played it the most. It's actually one of very few games that I used a guide for, because I actually owned the guide before I had the game. Because I didn't have a GameCube. I had a PlayStation 2. And so, since I couldn't play Resident Evil 4, I went and bought the strategy guide so I could read about it, and I read that strategy guide, I don't know, tens of times, maybe? And then they released it for the PlayStation 2, and I was prepared. That and Digimon World 3, I had this strategy guide for. Which I also owned before I owned the game. I think it aged well. I mean, it's definitely a slower paced game. And I think it has a more niche audience than a lot of the other ARPGs. And again, it was, like, its target audience was, you know, Diablo 2 fans, I think. And I feel like a lot of people at the time definitely thought that it was just a knockoff of Diablo 2, which it kind of is. But it has its own charm. Actually, you know what, Matthew? I'd take that a step further and say it doesn't even matter what she thinks. As long as you like what you see in the mirror every morning, that's all that matters. Well, I still have my Nintendo 64. All I need is a capture card. I can figure it out. Now, I haven't hooked up my N64 in a long time, so hopefully it still works. By the way, if you're doing this quest, don't forget to actually select the olive branch after you click on the altar. Well, Grim Dawn is more modernized, I think. I think it's a little faster paced. It's they definitely took the Titan Quest formula and improved on it. I have not played Wasteland 3 yet. I plan on playing through the entire Wasteland series. I don't know when, though. But, hopefully soon. Because I played Wasteland 2. And I tried playing Wasteland 1 before. But then they recently came out with the Wasteland 1 remaster. So I want to play through that, play through Wasteland 2, Director's Cut, and then play through Wasteland 3 on the channel.
The tree is unharmed?
It's not a quest against Titans. It's a large quest. It is a titanic quest. But I will say, you're gonna be disappointed if you're expecting a Titan until like the end of Act. Which act is it? Darn it! How many acts are there? Is it Act 3 or 4? Do you see a Titan? Yeah, I do actually. I do want to play the remastered one on the channel, but that's such a huge time commitment. There's so many games I want to play. It's hard. I'm having a hard time prioritizing games. Yeah, the is it the Legendary Edition or Legacy Edition of Mass Effect? There's a teaser trailer for it. Yeah, there's so many games. I have so many lists scattered around the office and on my computer, trying to keep track of all the games that I want to play. And it's too many. I just have too many games to play. It's the whole trilogy, Hector. I happen not, Felipe? If so, good night. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Where do I need to go? Oh, this way. Wait, nope, loop back around. I played the first one, I got it with the director's cut, the Wasteland 2 director's cut. It came with a copy of the first one. I feel like the remaster kind of went under the radar because Wasteland 3 was coming out. I think it came out right before Wasteland 3 was released. I guess it's a remake, not a remaster. The Merc Lord. Yeah, there's a ton of games. There's a lot of series that I want to play, and since I don't like skipping around, I want to play through the entire series in one go. So like the entire Divinity franchise, it's gonna be like that has to be like a whole year of Divinity. That's gonna be a long playthrough. But I like playing everything in order, so if someone's watching a series and they want, to watch the rest of the games, they have everything there available to them. It's like you have all like the big Let's Players currently like playing Baldur's Gate 3 because it's gonna be a huge release, right? But they never played the original Baldur's Gates, and they don't have them on the channel, so there's no consistency there. There's no continuity. Where on my channel, I like to have that continuity, and oftentimes use the same character through all the games, like I did with the Baldur's Gate franchise. So you have like that connection with the character through the entire story. Yeah, not a big fan of the direction Dragon Age has taken, or Mass Effect. So I don't know what that purple effect on my hands is. What is that? Oh, from my items. Oh, okay, discharge. Got it. See, I dislike Dragon Age Inquisition. So I think Shadow Maw is new too. I don't think he's in the base difficulty on easy or normal, or whatever it's called. I think Inquisition, they tried too hard to make it into an open world, and I don't think it should have been an open world. And there's like the grinding to upgrade your potions and stuff. Just it felt out of place in a Dragon Age game. It was like MMO mechanics, but in a single player game, and I couldn't get past that. I played it. Then like the war table missions, I know there's a workaround for it, but they, like, why? Why are you putting like real-time timers into the game? I don't know, just it felt out of place. Like they tried too many ideas and it didn't mesh well in the end. Now granted, I was also one of those people that did not like Dragon Age 2 because it took away customization. I couldn't play as a dwarf, so I was really upset. I do look forward. I want to play through Dragon Age 2 again because I've only played through that game once, and I like to play through it again with a new mindset. I also haven't played any of the DLC for it yet. I haven't played Witcher 3. I played the first one. I owned The Witcher 3. But again, that was around the time, or I guess a little bit before, or after, sorry. I wanted to start a Let's Play channel, so it got put on the back burner. A lot of games have been put on the back burner. Because I wanted to start a Let's Play channel, but I couldn't while I was in the military, so... so many games now, I doubt that I'll be able to play them all before I die. Especially on the channel. I should start streaming more often. So I can burn through some of these games. Instead of replaying games like Titan Quest and Pathfinder Kingmaker. Oh yeah, no, I like the companions and stuff. Well, some of them. I think my 3 favorite companions in the game are Varric, Dorian, and Blackwall. Though my first playthrough of it, I used the first companions. I used Cassandra, Varric, and Solus. And I did like Solus as a companion. And I really like the Trespass. I will say the Trespasser DLC, like, far surpassed my expectations. The Trespasser DLC was phenomenal. And I'm really looking forward to Dragon Age 4 from that DLC. Okay, because I enjoyed Inquisition, but it's my least favorite of the series. Well, I say that now, but I haven't played Dragon Age 2 in so long. I only played it the one time, so I need to play through it again and readjust my
Well, I don't get many visitors. Greetings.
opinions.
How can I help you?
Update my opinions, I guess. Would be a better way of saying it. So my opinions are a little outdated.
So long.
Oh, I enjoy The Witcher 1's combat. Man, I just enjoy The Witcher 1 in general. Still haven't beaten it, though. Yeah, a lot of older games like that, the inventories were not great. Yeah, balance is important in a game. That's why I oftentimes like playing on the hardest difficulty, so I can see how well the developers balance the game. Or I prefer a game that just doesn't have difficulties at all. And they just have a standard difficulty and it's kind of, you know, deal with it attitude. I think more developers need to do that instead of making games. Well, I can't say that. Not everybody has the same mentality as I do when it comes to games. So, you know, if they just want to sit back and blow through a game, who am I to judge them? Underworld's an extremely balanced game. What are you talking about? So balanced. And now, granted, if you're using a dice roll system or a percent chance to hit system, balance is a whole nother ballpark, I guess. Whole nother bag of beans. Because how well can you balance a game that's based on luck, you know? Like, even like any CRPGs that use a dice roll system. Because if you're using true RNG, like, there's always gonna be people that think that the RNG is, you know, stacked against them when it's not. Because eventually, you know, if enough people play it, statistically, someone's eventually gonna roll all ones, you know? Every roll in the game would be a 1 if enough people played it. And how do you balance around that? You know, it's a slippery slope. Yep, grenades. Shaded visor, flashbangs. Or, you know, just regular grenades. If you have enough armor, you can just throw the grenades at your feet. I don't know, I went into Underrail mostly blind. I had played it a little bit before. Made my own build and everything. Because I try to stay pretty active in the Underrail community. And, I see people always asking for, like, build advice and stuff, which is fine. But it gives me a certain amount of pride that I was able to get through the game with my own build. And then I even managed to two-turn the final boss, which felt really good. Yeah, restarting Underrail would be a real pain. It is one of those games that's slow to get rolling. So yeah, replaying everything you've already done. That'd be rough. Is that not getting shot at by an arrow? Or is that like a... Oh, there he is. Yeah, everyone had to use the cheat engine to speed up their character. I'm glad someone told me it was there, because I had no idea. I was putting around the game for so long. So I was like, hey, you can speed up your walking speed. Oh. That's one problem I have whenever I start a new game. I don't, especially for the games that I play a bunch of like tactical and CRPGs. I don't do a good job of exploring the HUD to see what tools I have available. Which is a very bad habit to have in the games that I play. Well, you better step up, or better, I can't talk, better hurry up and do it, because they're coming out with that standalone expansion, eventually. I don't know what the release date is, or the estimated release date is, but it's in the works. And Underrail was right up my alley, though, because I really, really like being challenged, and that game was definitely a challenge. And I loved every second of it, except for the fetid marsh. That's the only part of the game that I absolutely hated. And if and whenever replay it, I'm going to avoid the fetid marsh. There's no reason for me to ever go back through there. Unless I side with the pirates, and then I have to go over there for a quest. Yeah, but see, that's what I didn't like about it, was that they made you play like a streamlined character. When you come from Dragon Age Origins, where they give you all those origins to pick from, it felt like they were taking a step back. Like, I think it would have worked better as like an in-between. Like a Dragon Age 1.5 or something. Not like a full-blown sequel. Because it felt so small in scale. Though I will say it has the best trailer out of all the Dragon Age games. The Destiny trailer, where he's fighting the Arashock. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Also, the fight with the Arashock in the game is pretty cool. I really enjoyed that fight. And from what I remember, the companion's really well done. Like, the game was definitely dark. It definitely had, like... It did a better job of being dark fantasy than I think Dragon Age Origins did. So, again, that's why I'm really excited to play back through it again. Because I remember bits and pieces of the game. And so I really want to play it again. And experience it being older and less closed-minded about it. Because the whole time I played through it the first time, I was just bitter that I couldn't be a dwarf. And like I felt like they took something away from me. But I was also young and... I don't know, it's not a good thing to cling to. Like, the game is more than just, you know, creating a character. No, I never played the DLCs for Dragon Age 2. And that's another reason why I want to play through it again, so I can experience all the DLC. Because all the other Dragon Ages, I played all the DLC. Dragon Age 2 is the only one that I didn't. So at some point on the channel, I'm going to play through all the Dragon Age games. My only problem is picking a class for the first one. because I want to play a tank, but they give you Alistair. That's the problem with RPGs. Because I like playing as a tank, like being the tank for the party, like being the front line for the party, but they always provide you a tank companion. And it's usually it's one of my favorite companions, like in Inquisition, Blackwall, and Origins, Alistair, Pathfinder, Valerie. Valerie's okay. I mean, she's not the best tank. I don't think she has the best personality, but, you know, she's better than Tristian. Or Tristian, what do you want to call him. I know he's not a tank, but just as far as party members go, she's... I'm just trying to bash on Tristian, that's all. So I usually settle for being a DPS frontliner instead of playing a tank. There's always room for more DPS in a party.
You're not the first to come.
This is epic. Hey Vigo, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, we're gonna play through Titan Quest again. I'm gonna start bringing some more ARPGs to the channel, I think. I say that now, but I'm sure I'll change my mind by the time I'm done with this playthrough. But we'll see. So I wouldn't mind bringing some more strategy games to the channel.
When the first my husband's ship.
Like some Total War. But not Warhammer. I'm not playing Warhammer Total War till the third game comes out and I have access to all the races.
Blades, shields, potions, greaves, bows, helmets of all kinds. Oh, can I help you?
I mean, I'll probably be playing the orcs in that campaign, but
Bye then.
I still want the whole campaign available to me.
Be as the mouse, set aside provisions.
Whoops.
That's Hessia.
Can I help you? Come again.
Yeah, it's actually advised. I think the strongest tank build in Dragon Age Origins is a dexterity build, but I prefer a Constitution build because I don't know, it feels more tanky to me. But you can go straight dex build. Head in what, Warhammer Total War? I actually played against what's his face, Ninja Hun. I've played like 2 multiplayer games in Total War, and one was against Ninja Hun. And I went in, I only know his name because I watched Heir of Carthage. And the dude used a troll build against me, which it was my first ever battle, and that wasn't fun. He just spammed Demigryph Knights into my dwarf army.
Seeker.
And I was like, that's just in bad taste, man.
Welcome. You war. I have given my.
Hey, plus 7% permanent cold. Cool. Oh, I have all the Total War games. Don't you worry. Yeah, me too. And the dude he just steamrolled me. I don't know. Maybe he was mad because I picked dwarves. I just like dwarves. I don't know, but it was like, I'm not offended. I mean, you can pick whatever you want. It wasn't fun, you know. I was looking to have like a fun, you know, match, but he just spammed Demigryph Knights and cycle charged me until I was dead. There's nothing I could do about it. If I could, I don't know, is it an emulator for that? I looked briefly, but I didn't see one. But there might be an emulator for it. But yeah, I would like to play Tactics Ogre. Actually, Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. I know, not Final Fantasy Tactics, but the advanced version was one of the contenders for the stream instead of Titan Quest. So that was a game that I played on the Game Boy Advance, and I never beat it, and I wanted to. And I found a good emulator for it. But yeah, Tactics Ogre, I love Tactics Ogre. If you're looking for a good Let's Play of Tactics Ogre, I highly recommend Get Daved. Warhammer is a pretty cool universe, man. There's a lot to it, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I have actually, because I don't like mobile games, but I did end up buying Final Fantasy Tactics for my iPhone for deployment. Hardly got to play it, but Final Fantasy Tactics is it's one of those games. It's a timeless game. The Tactics Ogre franchise is similar. It's also really good. We'll just wait until Total War Warhammer 3 comes out. Hopefully that changes your mind. I just want some Chaos Armies, man. I mean, I'll probably still end up playing Orcs all the time, but at least then they can fight against demons. Oh, which one are you following, man? Get Dave doesn't make content anymore. He retired from, or semi-retired from YouTube, like 2 weeks ago. Which, sucks. He's my favorite YouTuber. He's the reason I got into Let's Plays in the first place. His channel inspired me to make a channel. Yeah, he posted a big update to his channel, and he never planned to do it for more than 10 years, and he'd already done it for over 10 years, and so he decided to call it. He's gonna try and finish up his game, and I guess, you know, pursue greener pastures. I plan on Let's Playing his game when it releases in April. Hey, Shadow Wing. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Fighting Cowboy, I don't know. I'm on the fence about some of his stuff. Actually, I think I barely watch his stuff. I'm subscribed to him, though. Christopher Odd, I'm a bigger fan of. But I think I liked him more a couple years ago. I feel like he's changed a little bit since I started watching him. I don't know. Some of his stuff is still good. I don't know, but it's not that I don't like these bigger Let's Players, it's just that they don't really hold a candle to, you know, like Get Daved. So it's not fair for me to compare them to, you know, the peak Let's Play experience. Yeah, well, I don't play mobile games anymore, so... there are a couple games that have tried to capture the, Final Fantasy Tactics feel. Was it Arbiter Seal? And, Fade Tactics are two that I've seen recommended. Though I have been enjoying Christopher Odd's Bug Snacks videos. Godfall, not so much, not because of him, but because Godfall is awful. Since Get Daved isn't doing videos anymore, I'm gonna have to start watching Christopher Odd every day instead. Get my Canadian Let's Play fixes in. I can't watch Eltamar's channel anymore, or right now, because he's playing a game that I haven't played yet, so I don't want any spoilers. I think because he did a Diablo 3 and a Grim Dawn Let's Play. I think that's why I wanted to play ARPGs. I think he inspired me to get back into ARPGs for a bit. I don't know him. I watch his stuff. But yeah, big fan of Eltamar. He plays a lot of the games that I like, so... I don't remember how I found him. Yeah, Godfall, it's a lot of pomp and flair, but like it's got aesthetics. But even the aesthetics a little wonky. Like the proportions and stuff in the game just look off. I don't know. It's just one of those like generic next-gen console releases. Every generation of console has it. They have those games that are just there like to fill the gap. They're more tech demos than anything, I think. But yeah, I take my Let's Plays pretty seriously. There's a lot of... It's like Eltamar, people that play stuff that I'm interested in. So I find there's not a lot of content for it. Because again, I prefer like the Let's Plays that I make. I don't like the extremely edited stuff. I want to watch the journey. And then if I so desired, I would like to play alongside the Let's Player. That's the whole point of a Let's Play. Let us play. Alright, I picked up a blue axe. Let me see how it compares. Axe of King Budley. 33% chance of electrical burn damage over 4 seconds. 5 to 138 energy leech. 170 to 28 lightning damage. 5 seconds of skill disruption. 32 pierce damage. 47% lightning resist. 22 skill disruption protection. 83 less energy reserved. Attack speed. Storm Nimbus. Alright, let's see how it... Alright. Big drop off. Big increase. Alright, goodbye Triton Star, right? 573, 436. Average damage goes down, but damage per second goes up. We're gonna swap it out. I don't know if I know who Nivarius is. Get Dave was my 4X Let's Player, and then Total War I watched like Heir of Carthage. And Lionheart. Yeah, if he's a smaller YouTuber, absolutely I will check him out. Even if he's a bigger one, but I try to support smaller YouTubers that have content that I like. Because I'm a smaller YouTuber. Support me! Yeah, get Daved. He's my favorite Let's Player of all time, and the reason why I got into Let's Playing in the first place. He inspired me. I started watching him back in like 2011. He's my decompression when I was in the military. I'd watch him at the end of the day, decompress, relax. And then I was like, you know what? I want to do this too. I want to be what Get Daved is to me to someone else, and so that's why I pursued Let's Play. Once I got out of the military. I know. I'm sad about it. I watched his big update. Master Ryan 2, maybe. I want to play the new one, Conquer the Stars. I think it looks pretty good. Well, it's not really new now. It came out, what, 2 years ago? Or 5 years ago? I don't know. I'm losing track of time. But yeah, Conquer the Stars, I think, looked pretty good. Look at my attack speed. Feels good. The axe, man. Where's my attack speed with this? Yeah, 145. Yeah, well, he's doing it because, I mean, he never intended for it to. He didn't want to keep doing it. He had, again, had a plan to do it for like 10 years, then stop or whatever. And Let's Playing, it does take a lot of time. It's not a small hobby to pursue. Like, I get up, I've mentioned it several times, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn when I say it, but I get up at 3 a.m. in the morning to start recording my Let's Plays. Because otherwise I wouldn't have the time during the day. Oh wait, hold on a second, I'm about to die. Anyway, and he's got a kid or kid. I think he has 2 kids. You know, he's pursuing. He's a solo developer, solo indie developer. He's got a lot going on, so I understand where he's coming from. Luckily, I'm a full-time student, so I mean I have a little bit more time available, and I also have a job, but. I don't know. I make time. If you love what you do, you'll make time for it, so. I wouldn't say they screw content creators. There's a few, yeah. But they've always... I mean, I haven't run across any issues. But, yeah. Right, Letary? Also, long time no see, man. Speaking of small YouTubers, Letari's here. No, it's all good, Hector. Take care, man. Get you some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Anymore.
But yeah, a lot of... I brought that up in one of my streams, I think, last week, how a lot of the bigger YouTubers are more corporate now. Because, like, there was a Let's Player, it was actually fighting Cowboy, who started Kingdoms of Amalur the same time I did. And he finished it, like, a month ago, because he just blew through the main story. Like, he's not experiencing the game, he's just playing it to get it done, to get views. Which is fine, because that's his approach to it. But it's hard for me to... Like, I'm not drawn to content like that.
Yes?
Like, cause you're missing out on the experience of the game. Like, you're not. I feel like you're getting shortchanged if you're watching a Let's Play like that. But people like faster, you know, quicker, high-octane content. So, I mean, there's a market for what he's doing. It's actually the market. But I don't know. I don't watch stuff like that. Try not to. That's why I don't really watch his stuff anymore, but despite being subscribed to him. I watch some of his indie stuff. I think his playstyle is more fitting for indie games. And so that's why I watch his indie Let's Plays. Or, sorry, not indie. Roguelite. Roguelite and roguelite games. They used to have that, was it up-and-coming content creator tab and stuff? But they got rid of that. Yeah, personality. And some of the bigger YouTubers have it. But they streamline their stuff so much, it's just... It's not fun to watch. Like, you feel like the... I guess the fakeness of it. And I hate when Let's Players, they say, oh hey, I'm starting this new series, but if it doesn't get but so many likes, I'm not going to keep playing it. What? I will never do that. Even if it's my livelihood and I'm doing this for a living, I would never do that. If one person watches a series, I'm going to keep it going. I mean, I'm going to keep it going regardless, because someone else later might find that series and want to finish watching it. I'm not going to... I mean, it's the same thing as a paywall. It's reminiscent of a paywall. It's like, oh, hey, I'm not going to keep doing this unless you give me so much of this. It's so stupid. I hate it. Yeah, but there is some leeway with the strike system, but unless you have some clout, it doesn't always work out for you. You usually need to have like a public outcry from the audience to get anything done, unless you're a really big YouTuber. Yeah, I like his From Software stuff too. But also I like his roguelike stuff. Again, because his play style is better for that. Like Kings of Amalur, he just like blitzed through like the main story. And I feel like, I don't know, you're shortchanging your audience when you do that. Oh, absolutely, yeah. You gotta balance, pleasure and stuff. But I love doing this. So I do burn myself out a little bit with my channel. I'm not gonna lie. But it's because I enjoy doing it. Yeah, I look forward to getting up every morning, making my coffee, hopping in the shower, getting out, and, doing my Let's Plays. That's why I don't record in advance, because I like doing it every day. I mean, I guess I could still do it every day and still have some pre-recorded, but... It's also easier to, because I read and respond to every comment that I get. It's easier to read and to respond to comments if, I'm up to date with what happened in the Let's Play. If I record in advance, I might forget what happened in each episode. So for me to be the most interactive with my audience, with you guys, recording every day is the best strategy. Yeah, right? Yeah, I treat Let's Play as like a TV show. Like, I get invested, I want to see what happens next, I get invested in the characters, the plot, all that stuff, and then, it stops cold turkey. Yeah, a lot of people found my channel because of Kingmaker. It's the most popular video on my channel, or series. By a long shot, it's extremely popular. Yes, exactly, Letary. Gotta do what you love. That's why there's only one incomplete Let's Play on my channel, but it wasn't that I didn't enjoy it, it was that the game was so broken that I literally couldn't play it. So, it's a little different. Yeah. And see, I can't ever view it as that. Even if I did it for a living. Like, if you're smart about it, you don't have all your eggs in one basket. Right? You can have like a Patreon, you can have memberships and stuff like that. So you can still make content that you like without, you know, getting too corporate with it. And still make a living off of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe there's a reason why all the big Let's Players are a certain way, but I don't know. Even if I don't make it big, I'm not going to change how I approach my channel. Because it's a passion project, you know, and that passion, it transfers to the audience. Like they see the passion, the excitement, you having a good time. Even if you get frustrated every now and then, you know, they're along for the ride, they're along for the adventure, the journey. There's also a reason why my demographics are mostly my age group and higher. People, not a lot of people younger than me watch this type of stuff. If my analytics are anything to go off of. Yeah, I feel like most people found me off of Pathfinder. Before Pathfinder, I had 28 subscribers. And then things just kind of took off from there. And it's been extremely consistent since. Except for this past month, it's dropped off a little bit. What about the cryosphere sewers? Don't bring that back up. I'm still recovering. Golden mic? Nah, I like my gray mic. I'm big into simple colors. Maybe like a silver gold mic or gold silver. Is it silver gold? Yeah. Or platinum. Maybe a platinum mic. I could see that. That'd look nice. Well, Vigo, you're my target demographic, so don't you worry. There's more of you watching than below 25-year-olds. Because that's how YouTube breaks up the age brackets. It's teenagers, then it's I think like 17 to 25-year-olds, and then like 26 to 34, then 35 to 44, and so on and so forth. So my largest demographic is the 25 to 34 age bracket, and then it's the one above that, and then it drops down to the one underneath my age. I have more 65 plus than I have teenagers watching my content. Wait, what game was it? Sorry, Lotari, I missed your question. What game was what? We're almost the same age, Edis. Oh, shoot, Underworld Ascendant. They released that game well before it was actually done. Supposedly they've had a couple of big patches since then, but I'm never touching that game again. And I went one day over before I could get a refund, because Steam has like the 2-week refund policy. And it was day 15, I couldn't get a refund on it. If you want to watch a miserable Let's Play, check out that one. 'Cause thinking about it now still makes me mad. Because I'm very lenient when it comes to bugs in games. Extremely lenient. As long as I can beat the game, I'm happy, you know. I might express some frustration, but, you know, I'll still enjoy the game and play it. But that game, you couldn't complete it. It was the buggiest game, completed game that I've ever purchased. See, I didn't really run across any bugs within Kingmaker, but I also only play about half an hour a day since I do Let's Plays. So I approach games a little bit more slowly than a lot of people. So they have time to get ironed out before I start getting to the game-breaking bugs. Because a lot of them were towards the end of the game. So, again, they got fixed before I had to deal with them. But no, I think, even though the game released in a buggy state, and some people couldn't finish it, like they put the work into it, so they still they earn my respect. Like I respect them as a developer because of how much work they put into fixing the game. But I think because of what they showed, like their dedication to Kingmaker, I'm not worried, because they said they're not afraid to push back the release date for Wrath of the Righteous to make sure it doesn't release in the same state. So I think it'll be fine on release, even if it does get delayed. Yeah, neither did I, Vigo. I think my second Let's Play had that Amiri bug, but that was it, where her quest bugged out. I played around with the turn-based beta, but I haven't played it since then. There's a few JRPG Let's Players, but that's one thing I watched with Get Dave was his JRPGs as well. There's a few that I want to play. I wouldn't mind getting into Final Fantasy, but again, I have so many games to play. I don't know if Final Fantasy will ever make it to the channel, except for Tactics Advance, because I do want to stream that. But we'll see. I don't know. There's so many games I want to play. You guys have no idea. There's just too many. Too many games for one man to cover. Well, next year's only like a month and a half away. So that's not too bad. I mean, it's an ambitious project. I wouldn't be surprised if it got pushed back for another couple of years, honestly. Clue is the game name. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, maybe that's just a graphical glitch. A lot of games have those. But yeah, I think the Amiri bug was the only one that I really ran across that I was like, well, shoot. But I'm pretty sure that was just a fluke. Like, it's not like a full-blown bug. Because she died. Which, I mean, I'm sure it's still considered a bug, but I probably just didn't see that it didn't update. If I would have reloaded and kept her alive during the fight with Tusk Gutter, it would have been fine. I'm pretty sure Keanu already got paid. I wouldn't even worry about it. I'm pretty sure his agent made sure he got his cut before anything else happened. If he even has an agent. I don't see Keanu being a guy that has an agent, but I'm sure that he does. Except, I'm sure he gets a bunch of offers. Wait, what'd you miss, Captain Samwise? Yeah. If a developer postpones a game, I mean, good on them. They're trying to make sure the, you know, the consumer is getting the product they're paying for. It's better to delay it than have it released and not be playable, and then everybody's mad that they bought a product that doesn't work, you know? It's better to hold the promise of a potentially great product above someone's head than give them a product that doesn't work. You gotta lead them on, you know, string them along. No. I don't plan on doing another playthrough. I've done 3 on the channel, and I have too many games I want to play, and I don't want to risk digging back into that game, because it's a huge time sink. Despite me replaying this game, I know I'm contradicting myself here, but this was requested, though. A lot of people wanted to see me play through the harder difficulties on Kingmaker, so here you go, guys. And I'm enjoying it. I had the itch to play an ARPG, so 2 birds with 1 stone. Please the audience and scratch my itch. Yeah, that happened to me when I played too, Felipe. Sent that dragon flying. Or sorry, sent that giant flying. Gives me a chance to dodge attacks. It's interesting. Don't worry, Diablo 1's coming. I just have a lot of Diablo 1 I'm gonna do a Let's Play of, though. I'm not gonna stream that one. Zork is on my list. Wait, is Zork on my list? Hold on, 1 second, I'm gonna check. I'm pretty sure that it is. Yep, the Zork Anthology. It's on my list. So there you go. Yeah, it is weird to hide bug fixes behind DLC, but they might do it for people that don't have internet, so that they still get the bug fixes, even if they don't have access to, like, online patches. Which is becoming harder and harder to do, because developers are requiring online patches and stuff now. Like, there's a guy that got the disc for a game, and he still had, like, 45 gigs online he had to download, despite having the disc. You can look it up. I've never played it before, but I saw it and I was like, hey, this looks like fun. And so I put it on my to-do list. Zork is a text-based adventure game.
You can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I was familiar with it because I keep up with a lot of old games like that. There's something comforting about games, older games. I don't know what it is, but I really like them. It gave me, I think, because I'm a big fan of, was it King of Dragonfire Pass? Or Dragon Pass? Yeah, so I really like King of Dragon Pass, which is another text-based adventure game, and that's what led me to discovering Zork. Because I hadn't heard about Zork, I hadn't heard of Zork beforehand, but it's been on my radar for quite some time now. Dark Messiah was a great game. Whoops, let me use a potion there. Oh yeah, Messiah is a weird game, yeah. Yeah, Dark Messiah is a great game. Messiah is a little weird. I agree with you on that one. Wizard's Crown? I think you have to get that from, like, My Abandonware, right? I don't think it's available on any digital retailers. If it's the game that I'm thinking of. I have a lot of those old D&D games on GOG. Like all the Ultima games and stuff that I want to play through. Was it Drakensang? There's another series I want to play through. Shoot, what's that other old RPG? Darklands. Darklands is another one that I have on my to-do list. There's a lot. There's a lot of games. But I feel like I have to make a decision. Either I'm going to go back and replay all these old games, or I'm going to keep playing the new ones as they come out. It's hard to do both. Devil Survivor. I don't think I've heard of that one. I've not played Dwarf Fortress. That's something I'm gonna save for once I'm out of school, because, you know, my brain's already busy. I don't need to figure out Dwarf Fortress yet. I know there's some mods for it. I've watched a lot of gameplay for it as well. Tobo Plays, I think, had a tutorial on Dwarf Fortress and stuff, and I watched his stuff. Tobo Plays another Let's Player I really like. And Cromulent Archer. Oh, Duskers, yeah. That's on my to-do list as well. I have that on my... I haven't bought that one. I have it on my wish list. A lot of these games I actually have on my wish list I haven't purchased yet. Gotta wait for a good sale. Since I'm not going to play them for some time, may as well get them on sale. Because there's no rush. But see, that's the thing. I don't want to have the channel have a bunch of like the same type of content. That's why I have one Let's Play series dedicated to like CRPGs or TRPGs at the same... yeah, one Let's Play series is dedicated to either playing a CRPG or TRPG. And then the other one is more of a variety thing. And yeah, I could split it like that, but then I feel like I'm playing like 2 CRPGs at once. And then if I'm reading 2 games with like a bunch of dialogue at once, you know, that's gonna burn out my throat faster and stuff like that when I'm trying to read in the morning. So I try to have a balancing act for the audience and for myself so I can pace myself, I guess. But I also don't want to just have a bunch of like the same genre of game on the channel. But I might. I mean, I've done it before. I can do it again because I think I played Underrail and Keymaker at the same time for a while. That was a lot of dialogue to read in the morning. That was that's what I think set in stone me not wanting to play multiple RPGs like that at once, where I have to read the dialogue. Oh, take care, Matthew. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. Always a pleasure to have you here. Yeah, Deep Sky Derelicts is also on my to-do list. I might do the stream of that, like Darkest Dungeon and Deep Sky Derelicts. Games like that might be a good stream game instead of doing a Let's Play. Yeah, I'm sure they did, Letary. I mean, I loved it too. I was playing 2 of my favorite games, so I mean, it was a treat, but it was an exhausting treat. It was a treat I had to earn. Two of my more popular Let's Plays on the channel at one time. I'm digging this axe that I picked up, though. I really like the increased attack speed. Might just be poor balancing because it was an indie developer, I believe. Actually, I don't remember which developer made Deep Sky Derelicts. You know what game I should have played? Well, I should have streamed. Darn it! I didn't think about it just now. Too many games in my mind. It was Void Bastards. Although the game looked fantastic, and then my my buddy bought it for me for my birthday, I think. I really want to play it. See, I feel like when developers do that, they should have an update alongside the DLC so that people don't have to buy the DLC to get quality of life improvements. I think all quality of life improvements should be done through a separate patch. Some games do it that way. And then DLC should just be like the actual extra content, not changes to like the base gameplay mechanics. Unless it's adding mechanics like in, you know, a 4X game or something like that. Then that's a little different. Why is this place so darn convoluted? Like, there's no benefit to go around and killing these rats besides the experience. It's weird that they have them so spread out like this. Yeah, Paradox... I can't encourage their... I don't know. I feel like their DLCs, as many as they have, I know a lot of people don't like it. It's excused because usually with 4X games like that, you get your money out of it by playing it. Like if you're playing it to the point where you buy the DLC, I think that you get your money's worth out of it because you're putting all that time into it, like hundreds of hours, maybe thousands of hours. I forgot to level up earlier. Actually, can I undo that? There we go. I mean, I use the tried and true, you know, I want to get at least an hour per dollar I spend on a game. It's a very simple, very effective formula, so. Now get away from me, come here. One Medusa down. Oh, sorry, Gorgon, whatever. Lance of Clout, man.
I can't believe I let those go.
It is like a simple, effective way to craft. It makes loot worthwhile as well. So one thing I hate is when crafting makes loot you find out in the world obsolete. Except for in some games. Again, I think Underrail does it well. But Kingdoms of Amalur does not. Clasp of the Mother. Oh, requires a lot more intelligence than I have. Need a lot more intelligence.
You can't hold anymore.
Come on. There we go. Steam points is just like cosmetics and stuff for your Steam profile. It's nothing fancy. But I mean, I guess it's technically free since you don't actually have to. I mean, you have to spend money to get it, but it's not like you have to pay extra for it or whatever. So. It's like airline miles. Yeah, you're right. It is hard for new players to get into Paradox games. You have to get in on it. It's kind of like an MMO. I feel like it's best experienced when it's first released. So you don't have to pay for all the DLC to get the full experience. Yeah, I bought a couple things with it the other day, because I had so many saved up, I was like, you know what, I should probably spend these. I bought myself a moving background for my profile. The one with the car, that like the black and white car. Driving in the background. Thought it looked pretty cool. Very noir-esque. 5 hours? You can stay up for at least another hour, man. 4 hours is where it's at. But take care and have a good rest of your night. Have a good sleep. I'll be streaming again tomorrow if you want to swing by.
Farewell.
I'm actually going to call it a stream here shortly. I just found a rebirth shrine, so it's probably a checkpoint. It's almost 10, so I'm almost at my 4-hour mark anyway. So yeah, I'm going to call the episode, I'm going to call the stream here, and then the next one we'll continue bashing our way through Greece and ignoring the plot. Met Weber just in time for me to call it a stream. Yes, I'm familiar with Grim Dawn. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it, and it's a game that I've kept up with. Sorry, man. But 4 hours, that's my limit. That's more games than I'm used to usually playing, so. But I'll be streaming again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, so if you're interested, you can catch the stream tomorrow. And don't worry, Grim Dawn is coming to the channel. I'm going to stream Grim Dawn at some point in the future. So, don't you worry about that. In the meantime, I'm going to call the stream here. Everybody that's here, thanks for coming by. The stream was actually popping tonight. I think we hit up to like 24 viewers at one time. 18 likes, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, everybody take care. Have a good rest of your day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. And I'll see you guys tomorrow if you want to stop by. If my internet's working. It's been going out a lot lately. But at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Let me save the game and exit. And take care, everybody. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.